Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video I will show you a game between Magnus Carlsen and Ding Liren. This is a game from Magnus Carlsen Invitational Rapid Tournament 2020, and this is a game from the round 8. Carlsen had white pieces and he started with d4. Ding Liren played knight to f6, knight to f3, d5, bishop to f4, e6, knight from b to d2, c5, e3, queen to b6, rook to b1, bishop to d6, c3. Carlsen is playing the London system, but Ding Liren was ready for it. C takes on d4, c takes on d4. If e takes on d4, bishop takes on f4. So we have c takes on d4, bishop takes bishop, pawn takes bishop, knight to c6, knight to b3, black to move. Castling seems like a sensible move. Black could have won a pawn on a2. a5 was played. Perhaps Ding Liren didn't want to get behind in the development with queen to b4 check, then queen to d2 and then queen to a4, bishop to d3, queen takes on a2, and white can play knight to c5 or queen to c3. Back to our game. a5 was played. a3, a4, knight to c1, bishop to d7, knight to a2, knight to e4, knight to c3, queen to c7, attacking the pawn on f4, g3, knight takes on c3, b takes on c3, knight to a5, rook to c1, knight to b3, rook to c2, queen to d6, bishop to d3, queen takes pawn on a3, and black created a passed pawn. Ding Liren did well in the opening phase of the game. The game continued. Castling, black to move. f6 was played, preventing knight to e5, and this is not the best move. Better was castling, and if rook to e1, g6, after knight to e5, queen to e7, and black is okay. Back to our game. f6, rook to e1, castling, queen to b1, threatening to take on h7, queen to d6, rook from c to e2, h6, f5, black to move, pawn takes pawn on f5. Perhaps rook from f to e8 should have been considered, and after f takes on e6, rook takes on e6, rook takes rook, bishop takes rook, if knight to h4 into f8. Back to our game. So we have pawn takes pawn on f5, knight to h4, rook from a to e8, knight takes on f5, attacking the queen, bishop takes knight. If the queen moves to a safe spot, the knight to e7 check, and after king to h8, knight to g6 check, winning the exchange. Back to our game. Bishop takes on f5 was played, but now rook takes rook. Knight to d2. If rook takes on e8, rook takes rook check, and after king to f7, rook to a8, white is better. Back to our game. Knight to d2, attacking the queen. Rook takes rook check, king takes rook, queen takes on b7, knight to f3 check, king to h1, knight takes rook, bishop takes bishop on f5. Let's take it back. Even more precise is queen to a8 check, and after king to f7, bishop takes on f5. Back to our game. Bishop takes on f5 was played, black to move. This is the critical moment. In this tricky position, Ding Liren blundered with knight to f3. Let's take it back. Queen to e7 was a way to go. And if queen to b8 check, then queen to e8. And if queen to d6 check, queen to e7. And black is okay after, say, queen to a6, king to f7, preventing bishop to g6. Back to our game. Knight to f3 was played. And now white had time to play this move. Bishop to g6 and black is lost. Knight to g5 was played. White played a move and black resigned, and the move is queen to c8 check. Ding. Liren designed in view of this continuation. King to e7, queen to e8 checkmate. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.